तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते मधुसूदनाय बापूजी दीनामिने नमस्ते मधुसूदनाय भक्तिवाद प्रियायते दुर्लभ कृष्ण भक्ति अति सरकारिणे. So today we will continue with actually you start slok 3.30, so 3.30, and over here Krishna is saying he's been speaking about how we should perform our duties. This whole chapter is called Karma Yoga. So it is about the duties. It is about what the Vedas are saying that human beings should be doing. Remember, but all of the chanting, the devotional service for Krishna, anything that we do for Krishna is above the karma. It is above any of what is prescribed in the Vedas. Because this is done with love. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, if one offers with me, if one offers with love to me even a fruit, leaf, flower, water, I shall accept. The main ingredient being love. Anything done in devotional service with love is above the whole karma yoga. We don't have to worry about what we are going to get if we chant Krishna's name once or 100 times or 1,000 times. We're chanting it because Krishna will purify us and bring us closer to you. Krishna is saying, therefore, O Arjuna, surrendering all your works unto me, with full knowledge of me, without desires for profit, with no claims to proprietorship, and free from lethargy, fight. Over here, Krishna is saying to Arjuna that without being lethargic, fight. Without desires for profit. So over here, this is very beautiful shloka and it raises many, many questions from this. So, Krishna is telling Arjuna that surrendering all your works onto me. So how can we surrender everything that we are doing to Krishna? Because everything that we're doing it for profit. We're doing it so that I get something. Doing it so that my family gets something, so that I have that proprietorship. And then sometimes we procrastinate also. We don't want to do certain things. Krishna is saying you're free from lethargy. We are very lethargic at times too. This has such great meaning in this shlok. So Krishna is saying over here that surrendering all your works onto me, that means whatever action you are doing, whatever we're doing it for the pleasure of Krishna. We are waking up in the morning because we're waking up early in the morning because of our spiritual master's guidance that wake up early and chant Krishna's name. We are then showering, becoming clean. We are then getting ready for our work or getting our kids ready for school. We are doing that because Krishna has given us that responsibility. And we are doing that so that we can raise good, loving children who know the value of this human life, to instill the knowledge about who they are within them. In fact, Srila Prabhupada even said that if you have deity at home, and if your children in the morning need to first get ready, be fed, given breakfast, and then sent to school, you do that first, then take care of your deity at home. Because the children are small walking deities of Krishna. So when we are serving our children, our family in that way, we are doing it as Krishna. This is for you. You accept this love, you accept this service that I'm taking care of my children through the child. Then we have to get up and go to work. And when we are working with dedication, our full mind engaged in doing our work effectively, correctly, that is also devotional service to Krishna. That Krishna, I'm doing this for you. So I can do this sincerely so that the money which I get from that I can perform your service. I can take care of the family. I can take care of the kids. Again, it all circles around Krishna. And then when our work is over, we come home. We again get ready to prepare offering or seva or service to our family, to the deities, to Krishna. And then we also have some entertainment. We're watching the TV or the news. And at that time, whatever we are seeing, whatever we are hearing, and wow, Krishna, you've created such beautiful shows or given these directors such minds that we can enjoy some of this, whatever we're watching, some TV shows, some plays, some movies, some web series, and you're giving us some of this entertainment. And then we get ready for bed. Krishna, we're getting ready to sleep so that we can wake up early tomorrow. And in that way, when we are sleeping with that thought and that intention that I will wake up early tomorrow to perform devotional service or chant Krishna's name, then at that time, that sleep also becomes devotional service. It becomes I'm surrendering my sleep to you, Krishna. When we wake up early in the morning, even though we don't want to, we're thinking maybe let's just sleep for another 15, 30 minutes. But we give up that sleep. That is surrendering all of our works to Krishna. But how should we surrender? That also is a process that is defined. It is not that, okay, we just go around mindlessly. Oh, Krishna, this is for Krishna. Oh, this is for Krishna, not knowing what we are doing. No, Krishna is saying over here, see, Krishna, he is data in three places, he is bent in three places. But when Krishna speaks, the meaning, our Guru Maharaj, they dissect that. They read between the lines and they decode it for us. So Krishna is saying that surrendering all your works onto me, but how should we surrender? Not just mindlessly that we're going about our day, just in the back of our mind, Krishna is there. No, with full knowledge of me, Krishna is saying. So whatever we're doing, we should do it with our full awareness, the full conscious, and also having full knowledge of Krishna, that who is Krishna? Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. When we do it with full knowledge, with our intelligence, right, that is said to be the highest and the best for a devotee. Because Krishna will describe in the future chapters that there are these kinds of people that come to me, but ones who worship me with their intelligence are the topmost. Because why? Because first they learned about me from a spiritual master. They approached a bona fide spiritual master. They rendered service unto him and then submissively inquired from him about who is God? Who am I? What is the goal of this human life that I've received? Is it to just keep making money, having a family, raising the family, and buying materialistic things, properties and cars, and having a bank balance? No. Once there's this beautiful, beautiful pastime that Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji performed. Guru Nanak Dev Ji once was traveling. He was traveling all across India and even also parts of Persia and everywhere, spreading the name Vaheguru Krishna, spreading the name of Vaheguru. Vaheguru is nothing but Vasudev, Hari. So Vaheguru, the Va in Vaheguru is Vasudev. Hey, That is Hari. Go is Govind. Ra is Ram. So in that way, the Vaheguru was formed. Va Vasudev, Ha Hari, Ga Govind, Ra Ram, Vaheguru. So when anyone says Vaheguru, they're actually chanting Krishna's name. They're remembering Krishna. In fact, in the Sri Guru Granth Sahib, in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Vaheguru has come only 13 times. And that too, it was written by one of the Hindu Brahmanas. I believe it was Gopal Bhatt, if I'm not mistaken. And it is referred to that Supreme Lord. And who is that Supreme Lord? Krishna. In fact, Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj Ji also sings the glories of Krishna. That the Supreme Personality of Godhead is one who plays in Yashoda's lap, who plays in the backyard of Yashoda's palace. Even Guru Granth Maharaj sings the glories of Krishna. Even Vrindavan sings the glories of Vrindavan, it actually has all of the names, many names of Krishna in there. Murlidhar, Manmohan, all of the names. So one day Guru Nanak Dev Ji was going with his two disciples, Bala and Mardana, and he was, spreading the name of God. And at one place they arrived, and over there, Mardana felt thirsty. So he told Guru Nanak Dev Ji that I am a little thirsty. So over there, what they saw that a few hundred yards away, there was one Seth, one boss sitting over there, who seemed to have a lot of money. He was sitting under a tree, under a shade, and he had some person who was doing a fan on him and everything. And that person, they've approached that person. Now, Guru Nanak Dev Ji could have gotten them water from anywhere. In fact, there's a place in current day Pakistan, but it was previously India, where Guru Nanak, it's called Panja Sahib. And over there, Guru Nanak Ji, just in a rock, he put his hand and water started coming out from there, and it still comes out today. But this was the pastime of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So he told Mardana to go approach that businessman and ask him for water. And that businessman, of course, he was very kind, had a loving personality. He said, yes, of course, I will give you water. Would you like some food and everything with it too? He said, no, please just give us water. So he gave them water. And now Bala and Mardana had that water. And of course, if somebody does anything for the disciples of the Guru becomes pleased because the disciples are just like, not just like, but they are the children of the spiritual master. The disciple, whether it's a biological child, the spiritual child, in fact, is higher than the biologic child to our spiritual master. So we are all the spiritual children of our spiritual master. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji became very pleased that he served, that he fulfilled the thirst of my disciples. Guru Nanak Dev Ji told him that you have done a great deed by giving water to him. I bless you that after this you will receive mukti. You will go to Sachkhand, which is Vaikunt. There's just different words. I'd asked Bapuji this once that, the Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj talks about Sachkhand. What is that? Is that different? Bapuji described that is just another Vaikuntha planet. So, Guru Nanak Dev Ji blessed that saint that you will get mukti at the end of this lifetime. But that saint, he asked Guru Nanak Dev Ji, what is that? What is mukti? Today we are all in this ignorant world that we are here to just enjoy this birth. We don't want to go after or look into what will happen to us at the end of this birth. What happens next? We're very busy planning. We want to know what is going to happen in the future of this lifetime. But what happens when this lifetime ends? What is next after that? What is the future? Guru Nanak Dev Ji told him that mukti means you will never take birth again. Come out of this cycle of 8.4 million births and deaths. But of course, that businessman had never heard of anything like this. He did not understand what blessing he had received. He said, no, I don't want that. You give me something else because I don't understand what you're saying. Give me another blessing if you want to give me anything. Then Guru Nanak Dev Ji explained to him in words that he would understand, and he gave him a blessing that, okay, may your property, your money, your wealth, everything become double. And that's businessman become very happy. Why? Because he was able to understand that. He was able to understand the language of money, of property, of wealth, just like all of us. That's all we understand. So then, of course, like in a few months, that businessman's business, property, wealth began to grow, and very soon he became the richest man in town. But then, like everything, the body has to end one day. So that businessman then died. But when he was dying, he started to remember his properties, his farms, everything that he had built, and how he was leaving that. So now he is dying and he's remembering all that. The next birth, he becomes a bull. And look at the coincidence that he became a bull and he was born in that same farm, of which once he was the whole owner of that business, that property. And the workers in that farm were hitting this bull because they wanted them to actually do all of the work. So he kept on bearing the beating as a bull, but he was happy that he was working on his own property. So just look at how our minds are. He became a bull. And again, one day when this person became a bull, Guru Nanak Dev Ji was passing by. He saw the bull and he recognized, oh, this is that same businessman who gave water to Bala and Mardana. I offered him mukti, but look at him, he has become a bull now and working and slugging on his own farm, and he's getting hit by his farmers with the workers with the rope. Guru Nanak Dev Ji approached him and told him, hey businessman, hey Seth, remember, I'd given you the blessing that you never take birth again. You did not accept, but see what you have become now. Do you want me to give you mukti now? That once you leave this, at the end of this lifetime, you will not take birth again. He says, no, if you give me mukti now, I will die now, and then my children will lose one bull, and they will have to suffer losses. So please don't kill me right now. I don't want mukti right now. So when we are not doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for our children. And he has become a bull and he's still not understanding. And after that, after he became a bull, then again, one day everybody has to die. So the bull died. And then this time he came back as a dog. And as a dog, he sat in the front of his house and farm and property that he had built, and he would sit there and bark the whole day. Anybody that would come, he would start barking to keep them away. He started acting like the protector of that wealth, of that house. Any of this children's friends would come or something, would start barking a lot, then they would go leave early and he would become happy. So again, Guru Nanak Dev Ji happened to be passing by one day. He saw, Arey, this is the same bull and that businessman, the businessman that became a bull and now he became a dog. And he told that dog, hey dog, remember, you were a businessman, you became a bull, now you're a dog. You want me to give you mukti now? He said, no, I'm enjoying this. If anybody's coming, some people that I my son's property or they want some money or anything, I just bark and they go away. So I'm very happy. I'm protecting my whole wealth for my children. Continue, and I continue to do that. Look at how much attachment we have. We have become a bull, became a dog, and we still don't want mukti. So of course, what can Guru Nanak Dev Ji do? He doesn't want it. So then Guru Nanak Ji went away. And then remember, one point to make over here is that when sadhus, when Mahapurush, when the bona fide spiritual master sees someone, they know immediately what the previous lifetimes were. They get an intuition that this person who has come back in this form was actually this one day, or this human being or this animal is actually that other person in this in their previous birth. They get that intuition and that sense. No doubt, 100% they get it. So now that dog also, what happens? One day he has to die. The dog died, and he was always thinking about the money, property. He became a snake. Now he became a snake and began to circle his property. But any time that his children, the workers, the farmers would see him, they would take a stick and start beating that snake. One day, when the son saw the snake, he started beating that snake so bad that he made him get out of that whole city itself. And then again, when he was a snake and roaming around, Guru Nanak Dev Ji happened to be walking by and asked him, "Hey, businessman," he saw the snake and recognized, oh, this is that same businessman. He asked him, "Do you want mukti now?" He said, "Yes, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, I'm sorry, I apologize, I did not understand this sooner. But today, when my own children have hit me and taken me out of my kingdom and my city, now I understand. I do not want to protect anything for them or do anything or suffer anymore. So, yes, please give me mukti right now." Guru Nanak Dev Ji blessed him and he went back to Sachkhand and he came out of the cycle of birth and death. So remember, our conscious, our mind is all attached to these material things around us. But when we give all of that up and we do everything for the pleasure of Krishna with full knowledge, without desires for any profit, that Krishna, I'm doing this, whatever you want to happen will happen. It's profit, loss, whatever will happen with your mercy. But as long as you are with me, Krishna, I accept everything. Right? तुम साथ हो जो मेरे, किस बात की कमी है ठाकुर? And no claims of proprietorship. Everything is mine, mine, mine. Don't do that. Everything is Krishna's. He has just given it to us to use in this lifetime. And we should do it active, like with full enthusiasm, without lethargy. We should everything that we do with full enthusiasm. Talk to your family, children, friends, neighbors, full enthusiasm, without lethargy, and do everything for the pleasure of Krishna. And in that way, Krishna is explaining in this shlok that without that, just by surrendering, doing everything for me, that you will come back to me at the end of this lifetime. So with that, we will end here today, and then we'll continue again on Tuesday instead of Monday due to a conflict. So we'll continue again on Tuesday. So before we end, we'll chant together Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Bihari Lal Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Hare Krishna.